Hi, I'm Amber Henry. Come along with me and watch as I created this beautiful photo shoot using MagMod products, edited the photos using Aftershoot, and then created a beautiful album for my clients that they absolutely loved using Fundy Designer. And I did it in just minutes. So I found this beautiful sunflower field here in Michigan, and it was a really hot summer day, but I know that the sunflowers weren't going to last. So I headed out there with my senior girl, Rhiannon, and because it was so hot and the sunflowers are so close together, we don't want to disturb them. Bringing a lot of equipment wasn't going to work. That's why for this session, I chose to go light and just use my MagMod Magbox Pro Octa 24-inch. The Magbox Pro Octa 24 can actually be purchased with a starter kit that includes all the essential components you're going to need for the full potential of any MagMod system. It's compatible with the Mag Grip, the Mag Shoe, and the Mag Ring, all of which I'm using here. The thing I love about MagMod is that it is so easy to create beautiful, soft light with just one box. If you're ready to take your photography to the next level and explore endless creative possibilities, the Magbox Pro system is definitely going to be the kit for you. After the photo shoot is done, it's time to edit your photos. But I know that after a photo shoot, the last thing you want to do is go home and sit on your computer for hours making little tweaks. What I want to do is go home, put my feet up, maybe eat something, and spend some time with my family. But I'm going to show you exactly how I did both. Now that I have all of my images uploaded into Lightroom, I'm going to go ahead and open Aftershoot, and I'm going to let it edit for me. I'm going to choose a new album. And since I already did a Lightroom catalog, I'm going to enter it here. However, if you don't want to use Lightroom or you have a different source, you can always use RAW or JPEGs. I'm going to click on the Lightroom catalog here and select my files. Now I'm going to do all selections from both of the sessions, which is a total of 125 photos. I'm going to come over here to the right and choose my edit preferences. Now, since I already have a profile created, I'm going to choose that one. I'm also going to go down here and choose my cropping. Now, I prefer aggressive cropping, which gives you a little tighter of a crop. But if you're not sure, or if you shoot really true to cropping in camera, then go ahead and choose loose. I'm going to keep my AI straightening on because I like my horizons to be straight. And I'm going to go ahead and let Lightroom be edited with Aftershoot and do its thing. Now, while Aftershoot is editing my pictures for me, I can go do whatever I want. I can go get a cup of coffee, I can play with my kids, I can start working on a different project and come back to it. This is the beauty of Aftershoot. It has photographers in mind and it is a time saver. If I'm editing a bigger project, or let's say like a wedding, where I have a couple hundred, maybe even 1,000 images to go through, I'll do this before I go to bed. I'll upload a Lightroom catalog into Aftershoot, go to sleep, wake up in the morning, and my pictures are edited. You can see that it will always show you exactly the progress that it's making. So if you have a big project and you come back, you can see right where it's at in the catalog. Beautiful. Now my images are all done. So I'm going to go ahead and open them up in Lightroom and see my finished work. Here we are with the images in Lightroom, and as you can see, they look amazing. They are so ridiculously close to exactly how I would have done them on my own by hand, which would have taken me a really long time, probably over 2 hours for a session this size. Other than going in and removing some areas where my softbox was showing, or maybe the assistant was in the images, everything is just beautiful. I can take this gallery right to the client and show it to them just as it is before they pick out the images they'd like to purchase. Now that your images are edited, it's time to build an album. I'm going to show you how in Fundy Designer I can build a full album from my photo shoot, start to finish, in under 5 minutes. Now that I've created beautiful images with my MagMod products, I've edited them in Aftershoot It's time to sell them. So I'm going to start some new projects here with my Fundy Designer. I'm going to show you how to quickly make albums, wall art, thank you cards, even slideshows to sell your images and to wow your clients. I'm going to start a new project and give it a name. And I'm going to include all of the images that are finished. Now you can choose to add auto skin retouching, but since I've already done that, I'm going to skip that for now. This is a brand new feature that Fundy is offering, which is amazing and another way to sell for IPS. You can have auto designs imported that will actually show you exactly the products that you want to sell to a client. So for example, if you have a wedding collection here, you can put in a predetermined sized album, wall art, thank you cards, and even slideshows. Or you can go to customize. This is the fastest and easiest way to get your designs done. I'm going to choose an album company, the type of album that I want to show, the size of the album. You can even select a custom cover size. Over here, we're going to pick how many spreads we want to show. I'm going to include all of the images that are finished so I get to see what they look like. Now, pages to design is halved by spreads. So if you want 15 spreads, you're going to do 30 pages. Let's see how fast this designs my project. Let's open up an album. There you go. I'm going to go ahead and make any tweaks that I would like. So one of the best things I love about Fundy is how quickly you can get through any of your choices. For example, I'm going to go in here and just right click and remove any of the images I don't want to include in this spread. Do you see how it's automatically redesigning the album as I do that? Now, if I don't like this layout, I can go up here to layouts and choose a new one. I can also easily drag and drop my photos, switch them around, or recrop them in the spread. You can also adjust the spread. Fast, quick, easy. One of my other favorite tools about designing an album in Fundy is this little button right here. This gives you all kinds of options to color the backdrop. Now what I like to do is to take my dropper, find a color within the photo that I think would look nice, and then just adjust it a little bit. This is such a great tool to make sure that the backgrounds of your albums complement your pictures. If at any time you want to go back and check your images, you can click on any one of them and it will show you the image large again. This is especially helpful if you've got several images that look the same. Now let's say I want to make one image nice and big. I can easily drop and drag it, or I can hit the fit tool when I'm selecting the entire screen. At any time I want to see all of the spreads, I can go back to View, and here's my album. What I'm going to do now is go ahead and design the album the way that the computer laid it out, and then show how quick it is if I want to go in and make tweaks. And there you go, an entire album, beautifully done, perfectly laid out, ready for client viewing in under 5 minutes. Even with my tweaks, even with changing the background colors and changing it from the pre-designed album layout that the computer chose for me, even with going in, it still took me under 5 minutes to design this entire album. If you're serious about IPS and you want to upsell and you want to make some money so that you continue your craft, Fundy Designer is the game changer for you. I hope this tutorial inspired you to utilize these amazing products in your own workflow. If you want more tips and tricks, don't forget to hit that button, subscribe, follow along, and remember, absolutely anybody can change their stars.